Hey, this is Z Newell, your transformation catalyst out on the streets of Lexington. I'm here today with Rob Perez, owner of DV8 Kitchen. Say hey, Rob.
Hey.
All right.
Hey Z, what's a transformational
catalyst?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm glad you asked that. Transformation catalyst is a person who helps to transform what's already there. What I do is I work with people, entrepreneurs, and businesses to align their passion and purpose, okay? And I also go out and I find people such as you, Rob, who have figured out how to align their passion and purpose, and I interview them. So here we are, and that's why I'm here to show the world what can happen. We're standing outside of DV8 Kitchen on South Broadway, and this is Rob's latest baby, right, Rob?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you are not a this is not your first rodeo in the restaurant business, is it?
Yeah, no, I've been blessed to have a really fun career where I've worked for the Hard Rock Cafe, I've worked for the Walt Disney Company.
Okay.
Along with my wife, Diane, we have 3 Sol Good restaurants and pubs here in Lexington.
Right, Sol
Yeah.
Good, awesome places,
Yeah.
right. So you've had a lot of restaurants, you've been in this business for 20 years or so, and we were sitting talking, and what you said was, you know, the other restaurants, they work, they're businesses, they do a good job, people love them, and this restaurant, if I heard you correctly, is the one that feeds your soul. Right?
Yeah.
So tell everybody what's behind the concept of DV8 Kitchen.
Well, the idea is to try to, help people that are in early stages of recovery. The hope is that we provide a job that's not only feeds your family, but it also helps in your recovery. We partner up with residential living facilities, and we work directly with their clients to make sure that we have a clean, safe environment. And we try to work on people, their problems, their program at the same time. So it's been super successful. The people are coming in to eat, so that really helps us, provide hours for people to work. And it's been a really great mission.
Well, I could tell you, Rob, from firsthand experience, in 1979 I started a restaurant which is actually going to be 39 years old this year. It's not mine anymore, and I hired all the kids that nobody else would hire, who were basically artists and musicians. And the fact that we're standing here now and it's lunchtime and you're out here, not in there, is huge, because that place is packed right now, and you're standing here, you're not micromanaging people, because you have confidence in them as people to take their responsibilities on and do their job responsibilities. Would you say that's fair?
I mean, what I'm blown away with is that I didn't recognize how many people are coming in here to look in the faces of the folks that are second chance employees. I think they're trying to determine whether or not that they're equal to the marketplace, if they're less than the marketplace. And through our actions, the way that we behave in the restaurant, the way that we execute food and service, I think is going to dictate the way people here in Lexington think about second chance employment. And I feel like it's an obligation to perform well, give great food, great service, and great atmosphere. And it also really helps in fueling the confidence of the folks that work with us. And it's working really well.
Yes, awesome. Now, if you've been to DV8 Kitchen, stick a 1 in the comments. If you haven't been here yet, put a 2 in the comments. And if you just think this is way cool, just put way cool in there. We appreciate you joining us today. Now, there's something else behind, besides the second chance employment here, which is that you have a bakery.
Yes.
And that bakery portion is not-for-profit.
Yes, sir.
And so tell us a little bit about that, and so people know when they come into DV8. And let me tell you, I've had breakfast and lunch here. Hey, Tom Haley, yes, it is way cool. Thank you for joining. I've eaten breakfast and lunch here. The prices are reasonable, the people are friendly, and the food is really prepared with love. I can feel it. I can feel it. So tell us about the bakery operation.
Yes, so we have 2 entities under one roof. We have a social enterprise that's the DV8 Kitchen. In addition to that, we have a bakery, and that is fully owned by a nonprofit called DV8 Kitchen Training or Vocational Training Foundation. And we do wholesale baking, We have about $160,000 of annual sales that we provide restaurants like Vinaigrette, OBC, the Red Mile, J Renders. We provide their bread for them, and that money goes towards trying to give folks that are learning the trade of baking as a way out of a second chance employment. So.
Right, very cool. And this model that you're setting up, Rob, this is what happens, folks, when you get your passion and your purpose in alignment with each other. And that's the work that I do with people when they're sort of a little off track. But the word is getting out. In fact, you were featured yesterday or today in the New York Times.
Yeah, online yesterday, and then it's in the New York Times today.
Wow, isn't that cool? Lexington is making a difference. You're making a difference. And folks, if you want to make a difference and have great food, come on down here to DV8. It's right on South Broadway, where the Spring Hill Suites is, and Pie 5, and it's awesome. Rob, let me just ask you this before we end. If you had to give one piece of advice to a person who has a business, or maybe they have a business idea, and they want to try to get that passion and purpose in alignment, I mean, what was the most difficult thing for you? Just give us a little bit of wisdom here.
I think it's just conceptually. For me, I had to think about it in a different way. We have kind of a triple bottom line approach. Number one, we want to be a sustainable restaurant that serves great food. Number two, we want to have social impact, and we chose to work with folks that are in early stages of recovery. And then number three, we believe in Christian principles. We want to live it out. We just don't want to talk about it. So we try to assess our production each week. How well are we hitting our financial goals? How well are we making a social impact? And how are we doing with God? And we work really hard at doing that. I can tell you that what it's done is put everything into perspective for me, so that I'm kind of holistic in a weird way, and it's been more satisfying for me to work in this manner as opposed to just be about business. And I would encourage anybody to kind of think about, hey, how can I have a business but also do social good and also bring your beliefs with you to work?
Right. Consider, if you have a business, hiring some of those people that might be a little, you might be a little skeptical of, but I know I've had tremendous experiences giving people an opportunity, and I can see it here. And so thank you so much for creating this model, for feeding Lexington, and for feeding the souls of the people that are working here. I mean, that just rocks. If you think this rocks, put "this rocks" in the comments, and please share this broadcast. Come on down to DV8, do some social good, and enjoy a good meal. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week at 12:30 for What's Your Why?